أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. So I'll be talking about honeybees. It took 50 million years of evolution to be able to accumulate traits, mutation, adaptation, DNA fragments here and there to be able to come up with this magnificent insect, the honeybees, or the bee in general in that context. So we needed 50 million years of evolution. Today on honeybees, we count 4 evolutionary lineages and 33 different subspecies located all over the world. Just as a small comment quickly, in the US, we don't have a native subspecies. We've imported them with the first settlers. Those subspecies, they've evolved in the old world overseas and in Africa, but not in the US. Now, recently, we've published a new study in which we've kind of identified the genetic diversity of the bees in the USA. And we've seen that we have in the USA low genetic diversity. We did a very large study published recently in Frontiers in Genetics, and that is really alarming. And now we are trying to really raise the awareness about this issue. So this, what you see there is the haplotype C. 38% of the population of the honeybee in the US, they are this haplotype, which is the Italian bees. See the color pigmentation, we can distinguish between them. The C2J, 37% of the population, we've typed over 1,000 honeybee colonies from 45 different states in the US. This is the craniolin bees. So you can see it's a little bit darker, and we have some very slight amount of small percentage of African haplotypes. See 0.94 in the US, and this is the haplotype for A4P. African haplotypes are darker. Every single subspecies or haplotypes has different attributes, traits, and so on. So now inside of the honeybee hive, we have a lot of members and a lot of, and it's a community, and they execute a lot of tasks. They need to communicate. How they do that? Well, here we have to understand the concept of individualism and the concept of collectivism. Society are usually built when we work all together. Here I just cited an example, and my time is very tight, so I have to go a little bit quicker. The forager bee executes all those major tasks that you see: hive sterilization, hive cleaning the hive, feeding the brood, guarding the hive, building wax comb, thermoregulating the hive, etc. You can read them on the slide. Today, I'm going to speak very quickly, show you a very short videos about 4 different behaviors. And those behaviors are the clustering behavior, hygienic behavior, inner thermoregulation, and honeybee waggle dance, how they point to the forage where it is outside of the colony. And due to this amazing social insect that is really at the top of any social organization we've understood so far in insect, Allah Ta'ala did mention the wahi wa awha rabbuka ila nahl, that Allah inspired this insect, and it has been mentioned in the Holy Quran because of that. Now the fanning behavior to cluster bees, you can see it here. You see bees are fanning the pheromone that they are secreting from the end of their abdominal part, the turgid part, this white spot that you see. It's a pheromone coming out, and then they fan this pheromone to direct the bees to the entrance, that our queen is here, we need to gather. This is after swarming, it happened. This was a video I took in France. The second behavior is sterilizing the main entrance of the colony. Main entrance is very important because all the bees come land and they take off. If they are bringing virus, bacteria, or whatsoever, it's like we clean our front door of our houses to really make sure that it's clean. Here you can see it, that they are cleaning in slow motion part of it is in slow motion. They are really sterilizing at the same time by applying propolis and fixing the imperfection, small holes and here and there. And you can see them doing on the main front door as well as the upper part. See, now it's much difficult to distinguish, but those bees, in fact, in the slow motion are cleaning and sterilizing the hive entrance. The third behavior is thermoregulation. Bees, they thermoregulate and have to maintain the inner temperature and humidity to a very specific numbers, 35 Celsius and 55 humidity. What they do here, thermoregulating, is they are at the main entrance, and what they are doing is they are creating fanning with the wing and creating a circulation of the air, pushing the hot air from inside to outside. It's similar to the previous behavior. I just need 2 minutes more. Okay, awesome. It's similar to the previous behavior, but see here, you don't see the Nasanov gland. They are not spraying pheromone here. They are just fanning the air. If they fail, if it is very hot, they all start fanning. We need to thermoregulate, because if they don't thermoregulate, the baby bees or the brood are going to die inside of the hive. So it's very critical. Well, if they fail for some reason, they evacuate the hive they completely empty, like you see here. They empty the hive to minimize their biological heat, and this is their last chance. They said at least if the hive is empty, there won't be biological heat, and then maybe we won't have like overheating in the hive. The last behavior is the waggle dance. And the waggle dance, you see it in that video. Bees, in fact, they waggle and they do this type of dance, informing the other mates inside of the hive on the location of the forage, as well as the distance from the hive to the forage. See here, if you look very well, the dance is performed in a parallel way to the gravity axe, which means in that case, and the distance, I'm not going to speak about it, but the distance is related to the intensity of the vibration in the dance, which means that the food is, you guys exit the hive and you will see the food straight ahead. There is no need to make any angle. If the bee is angling perpendicular to the gravity axe, it means go left or right 90 degrees, and so on and so forth. So this is with high precision. Bees will indicate the abundance of the forage, the exact direction, and the distance. I just spoke here about the direction because I don't have time. Jazakumullah ahsan jazaa.